Well, good morning from Green Steel USA LLC. I've been finding a lot of these beautiful purple berries around my property. When it comes to find out, these are actually some type of berries called beauty berries, and you could get them harvested and boil them down and make jellies out of it. So I was thinking about today taking some of these down and putting them in a bag and harvesting them, and maybe in a couple days I could get the ingredients that I need so we could boil them down and can them down for jelly. Now that would be pretty interesting because I do have a whole bunch of these berries. They're all located inside my property line here, and what I have read online, that some of these they're just growing wildly out here in the southern eastern part of America, and they're found in Texas and Florida, southeast Georgia, even all the way up to North Carolina. And these eight Native Americans used to use these all the time for producing jellies and certain type of things. So it is a wild bush that just grows. So we're going to try to see if we could get some of these harvested down and put into a bag. And I can't use this bag because obviously we have a hole in this bag. And try to see what we could get going for today. It's pretty nice out today. It's not that humid out, very surprisingly. I've been noticing a lot too. We have a lot of scuffalon bushes, which is like basically like a grape. It's like a grape. I would assume you would consider it out here. They come in red. I mean purple. The purple ones are bullets, and then the green ones are scuffalons. The piglets are chewing them. I can't get these piglets sold off for anything. Somebody was in here doing Bonnie housekeeping. I could see because the green thing is laying down. I mean, they eat basically almost everything I give them. I'm just looking around in here. I have these, like I said, these bushes are all over my property. And I got to get a box. And I got to get into this area and harvest all this. And they say once you take them off the bush, you could keep them in a box for up to 2 to 3 weeks before the berries start turning brown and nasty looking. I want to cut them down right now because my husband's out here working and he really doesn't know much about these bushes. But I got a big bush right here. And then in the back right there, I got a big bush right there. And then in the front. So the birds eat it. Keeps them healthy and strong. I'm having a hard time selling my piglets. I mean, even around here in this community, I think what I'm gonna do is make some photos and put them around in my local area. And if worse comes to worse, I have to load them up in a dog cage like you do with puppies and ride around the neighborhood with the gate open. It is what it is. They're in here. Let me see what they're doing. Ooh, Uncle Stubbs, how'd you get water back there? It's Uncle Stubbs got water. What are you guys doing? You're not laying in the dirt? Why aren't you laying in the dirt? Huh? It's a nice cool day today. Yeah, you're not getting fed. You see me and then you think you're going to get fed. You get fed once, 2, 3 times a day. Those piglets eat 3 times a day. I feed them like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. whatever time I get up. And I like to try to keep them on a schedule. But currently, this is whatever time I get up. 7 a.m. and then in 5 hours I'll feed them again, probably like around 1, 2 o'clock, and then again in 5, 6 hours, and be like 7, 8 o'clock at night. And just trying to go forward with that because these piglets got to get sold off. I got to get into Florida by November 1st to do some work, and I got to get these pigs sold off. I got a lot of watermelons. You see what I got going out here? We got some corn growing. We got some watermelons, and I didn't plant these watermelon seeds. These came from Bonnie when she would eat her watermelons, and I maybe misplaced some seeds in her mouth and spit out. And we got some watermelon growing here, and this was Stubbs's area. And got some scuffalon trees starting to grow here and here. And I miss my Bonnie girl. I come back here all the time. I just miss this pig. I was so neurotic. I was so neurotic about this one particular pig. And I know she's in a better place. She's out of this hellhole. We got some more watermelons here. This is where she had her babies. This is what I call the death zone. She had her babies here. I mean, we created a nice little area for her, and she refused to go in there. She didn't want to go where we told her to go. And I believe if she would have went where we wanted her to go, she wouldn't be right here. But it is what it is. So we have a whole bunch of watermelons right here too, all growing up. This is where Bonnie's resting. Here's some more corn. We got some corn. This is an area where Bonnie would have her food container. So we have some corn growing here. She has dissolved very well, I want to say. And then this is another portion of land that we go all the way down. I mean, it's becoming a little out of control, but we got to get this area all taken care of. I got to get a driveway put in here, back there, and I mean, the pigs did an amazing job. I mean, they did all this land clearing out here. From where a junior is all the way to this back portion, the pigs done for us. And they did an amazing job for us. And I'm really grateful for Bonnie and Clyde and their beautiful babies out here. But now it's time for them to find new homes. And I got this big corn growing here. And Clyde is resting here. And this pen will be taken down. He's basically dissolved out. And we'll just put a nice layer of red dirt on top of it for his bones and stuff, because I'm sure his skeletal remains is underneath that dirt. And then we have to try to get this. I opened up this pen in a couple of my last videos, you could see, for Stubbs and Bonnie to work, but this pen was covered in red ants, and Stubbs got basically eaten alive in here. So we pulled him out of here and we put him into this pen because we were trying to separate him from Bonnie. And then he busted out of this pen. He used that stump, jumped out, and he ran behind over here, which in a couple of videos, you have to look through the videos, and we found him over here. But he's never taken off of my property or anything. But now Stubbs is coming to a time. I'm trying to call around to find a processing center that could take him in. I mean, I found a couple, but it's $1.25 hang rack weight per pound. So if it's 125 times 215, that's how much you're going to spend to get the pig processed. And right now, my little grandbabies, look at them. They're getting so big. Everyone says these pigs wouldn't survive without a mama, and I could prove you wrong, because here they are. I had 5 piglets that survived, and I have 5 piglets that are still alive. And of course, Uncle Stubbs, he's helping me along the way. Well, other than that, there's nothing really ongoing here. I was just looking around back here. I can't really go too far into this green area because there's a lot of bugs and ticks and ants. But now that I know what those pretty purple beads are, I'm going to start harvesting them. Get me a container where I could put them in there, a seal-tight container that I could put them in there and start collecting them off the land. And it's always great to know what you have on your land, because your land is what's going to provide you food. When everything comes down, January of 2021, we got to see how America is, because it's going to get really, really bad out here. If you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, eating. See, I just found me some more in the woods right there. Then you're going to be in a world of hurt. Yeah, so there's a bunch in here. It looks like a clear path. It's just one bush there. I'm sure there's plenty around here. It's just not knowing what we had on this land. I mean, we know now, like this summer, we're further back on this land, and start trying to get these stuff harvested. That's always the best part. This is a maple tree. This is a maple tree, one of many trees I've left out here. I need as many trees as I could get. What? You think you're going to get something from me? No, you're not getting nothing from me. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Nosy Rosie. Nosy Rosie. Yeah? Nosy Rosie, how are you? How are you, Grandma baby? Huh? Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bringing the gravy train through. Here comes the gravy train. Nosy Rosie. Huh? Hi, Grandma's baby. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to find people to take you guys, but I don't see anybody. This one guy told me he wanted you guys. He wanted you guys. And now look, he don't even want to come through and get you. What are you doing? You can't put your head in there. Stop it. See that? Uncle Stubbs teaching you bad things. That's what it is. Hey, look at the gravy train. See the gravy train? They always think they're hungry when they're not. This one tries to put his nose in there to break something down. Yeah, it's open. Yeah, the Stubbs teaching you bad things. Uncle Stubbs teaching you bad things. Yes, he is. Isn't he? Teaching you bad things. They be looking for this stuff here. They really need to have green in their diet, as they're rooting pigs. But as you can see, they rooted everything up. And Mr. doesn't want to create a new pen for them. Oops. So, guess who has to do it? Me. Me. I have to do it for them. And Grandma's hands ain't working really good this morning. Junior's sleeping. He's taking his nap. Junior's the one that's going to give me the run for my money. These guys were pretty easy because they got 3 or 4 days in there where they were getting down the watered down milky formula, and then it just stopped. And with Stubbs, they're able to see, this is what we eat. This is what we drink. And he was able to help me get them to this point. Now, if I could get rid of these 2 bully little baby piggies, I can't separate them and put them in this pen, because They need to be off the property because they'll just sit over there and whine, whine, whine. That will get Stubbs all excited. And we don't want to get Stubbs excited because when Stubbs becomes excited, I can see he changes into a total different pig. So, the less they do to upset him, the better off we all are. And you can see the butterflies are out here today. We cleaned it up a little bit. The hummingbirds, and believe it or not, this is a burn pile. And you see we've been out here working a little bit. He cut it down. We trimmed it all the way down. We're still working on it a little bit, getting it lawnmower ready. It's almost there. A couple more things we need to do. And we're just trying to cut it down all at the same time. But once we hit the lawnmower on it, then it'll be a lot easier for us. It's just time and progress. Now you got to look at it. This is the second year we've been out here on this property, and we have done, my husband really has done it all, besides right from here where the pig's pen is, all the way to the back to where Bonnie is. The pig's done all. When we were able to get, he's done this road that comes down. He opened up this whole entire area by hand with a weed whacker, a weed trimmer, a rake, and a hoe. We didn't even have the bush hogger yet, and we sure did not have that lawnmower. We just got that lawnmower recently. We get a lot of butterflies out here. Yellows and greens and black and pink. All different types. I love it. I told him I don't want him tearing it down. I'm gonna try to see if I could even harvest it, just for like maybe for like put it up on the fence a little bit with some of these purple and pink flowers and red flowers, and like we could spray like shellac on this, and it will stay this way for a little while. And I can't say for many years, but at least for into the holidays are over. And we got a bee. But these Asian flowers are so beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful flower? It's just a beautiful flower. They're all over. We got blues and reds and greens and purples. I like this one. I don't know where that bee went to. But isn't that pretty? Purple and red and green. And it got yellow on the other side. They're really pretty. I really like them. I told them not to cut them down. Let them survive with the butterflies. But yeah. It's basically that's all going on today. It's really nice outside for a little while. Well, I hope everybody's having a great day from Green Steel USA LLC. Ciao.